Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, it ain't that much boxing news, but there's something interesting last day or two, right? Was heavyweight Tyson Fury, right? Being considered the best British boxer of all time. Now, if I'm talking funny, the thing's a little bit big over here. Things had to go down. So it might be a little bit funny, talk a little funny, ain't because I got some wrong with me, just a little hurt. But anyway, Tyson Fury, right, is being considered the best British boxer of all time, right? And you got the names, Joe Calzaghe, of course, would have something to say about that. Maybe Chris Eubanks Sr. would have something to say about that. But definitely, my boy, Lennox Lewis, he's being considered over Lennox Lewis is blasphemous, in my opinion. Now, I roll with Lennox Lewis. I consider him either the GOAT or definitely one of the top two or three best. I got him against anybody in history because of his size and his talent. And I don't want to get into it. I've done that on many occasions. I think he can handle anybody, especially 2 out of 3, which he's proved by beating everybody he's ever faced. But Tyson Fury is considered, they're considering him. I've seen an article, probably won't find it because it was a couple of days ago. Yesterday I couldn't holler at y'all, obviously because of that. But I think it's very interesting because like when did this occur? Was Tyson Fury considered the best British boxer of all time after his win over Otto Wallen, right? Or it was a win over Tom Swartz? Or right when he came back after being out? Was he considered that then? His win over Safari or Pianetta? When did it occur that he could possibly be the best British boxer of all time? His win over Vladimir Klitschko was awesome because Vladimir Klitschko was super long reigning champion. Bad dude, decade, the baddest one, with his brother, of course, Vladimir Klitschko. So that win was huge. Thought it was awesome because basically, like I always say, Tyson Fury punked him in the lead up, was able to feint in that fight, the whole fight, and won the fight with only landing 83 punches. That's the mind games. It's a part of it, people. It's a part of it. Ask Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson coming and walking through there with just his shorts on and shoes, scared the hell out of people. It's all about that, right? Starting a fight before, making people think you're crazy. All that plays into the minds of opponents, right? So Tyson Fury understood that and did it to Vladimir Klitschko. That was his best win. But we weren't considering him the best British boxer until after he beat Deontay Wilder, right? All of a sudden, he's best of all time, number 3 pound for pound I've seen, right? After beating Deontay Wilder. But before, it wasn't. Now, Deontay Wilder, that's what bothers me about Deontay Wilder is he's nothing. As soon as Tyson Fury beats him, then he's everything. Somebody else like that in the middleweight division. Demetrius Andrade. So far, hey, who he fought? Now, we know everybody ain't trying to fight, especially the Canelos and the Gennady Golovkins of the world. Not trying to fight him. Let them beat him, and they'll be number 1 pound for pound. Right? People understand what's awesome. And Deontay Wilder's that. Because after beating Deontay Wilder in that first fight, Tyson Fury being the bigger guy, being down twice, a lot of people consider he won every round except the rounds he was knocked down in. Refusing to watch the first 4 rounds and just giving them to Tyson Fury because when you were watching that fight, especially at the beginning, you were thinking, oh, he didn't get knocked down. He was in it, and you gave the round to him. But normally, you give the round, a close one, to the aggressor. We always do it. Matter of fact, that's an unwritten rule. If a close round, you give it to the aggressor. Who was the aggressor in that first fight? So it is impossible to be objective and just give it to Tyson Fury because he wasn't landing more punches. Now, was he? So what were we giving it to him for? So that first fight was perceived that Tyson Fury won every round except the ones he would knock down in. Not true. Right? Second fight is all kind of problems with that fight. Right? Now you won it, beat the hell out of Deontay Wilder and everything. Right? But we know that fight will be tainted forever. No matter if mainstream media say something about it or not. It will be tainted until somebody does some kind of investigation on them damn gloves or anything else. Right? So, but he won that fight. After beating Deontay Wilder like that, now we understand. The hardest puncher of all time, long reigning WBC champion, 10 title defenses, all those things that should have propelled Deontay Wilder into the top 10 pound for pound, right? And then you be the top 10 pound for pound, and then you can go. But we exclude Deontay Wilder from that, and then he gets beat, and then Tyson Fury is in the top three. That's how that works. And like I told you again, I'm going to mention Demetrius Andrade is the same thing. Let somebody beat Demetrius Andrade, especially someone not of color. They will go directly into the pound for pound. High, if it's a Canelo or Gennady Golovkin, they get number one. Guaranteed. That's how it works. So the best British boxer of all time, Tyson Fury, people are going to just act like nothing foul happened in that Deontay Wilder, that second fight at all. Everything was A-okay. Then yes, he's going to be in that conversation. Now, Tyson Fury is not even the best British heavyweight of all time because that would be Lennox Lewis, right? That's what they can forget that. Guys could probably say, well, look, if we exclude Lennox Lewis, then maybe the best heavyweight of all time, and then we can start talking. But don't act like Lennox Lewis didn't exist. Lennox Lewis is undisputed. Ain't nobody in that era, and that era was ridiculous. All of them dudes in that era, the Holyfields, the Riddick Bowes, the Mike Tysons, and all them other ones, Razor Ruddicks, them some bad dudes. All of them, David Tua, all that stuff. No, he beat them all. All. Okay? That's the baddest dude in British history. No doubt about it. In my opinion. But it shouldn't be my opinion. Everybody's opinion. And stop doing Lennox Lewis a disservice by acting like that didn't happen. You saw that now, didn't you? So, but Tyson Fury should be in the conversation if we're going to just say that this Deontay Wilder thing, and it's not over yet. It's one more fight to go. But that second fight, there should be a little bit of investigation there. And then, if everybody thinks that it was, on the up and up, then go on and give him that. He should be in there. But he was only lifted into the stratosphere after beating Deontay Wilder. Make that clear. Now, for Anthony Joshua fans out there, notice your boy's not being mentioned too much. Now, the article that I was reading, they had mentioned the Kazalgis and the Chris Eubanks Jr., even Lennox Lewis and those first few, and a few older guys that I'm not familiar with, right? And then that second group of guys, came. There's where Anthony Joshua's name, and it came way down there, not even close anymore, right? Now Anthony Joshua got one loss, and he's not even close to be the best British boxer of all time, not even close. So Anthony Joshua is going to have to get some work to do, and he's going to have to do something about this Tyson Fury problem that he has now when it comes to British boxing, because all of a sudden, Brits don't think that Joshua has a chance against Tyson Fury. And like I did a video about that a couple of days ago, that is very interesting. Like, because, all this talk we had about Anthony Joshua, and all of a sudden, he loses the fight, comes back and wins, and he's out of the picture. Like, he's not one of the good ones. That's interesting. So let's see how that is going forward with Tyson Fury. Because yes, I do agree he should be in the running. But me personally, I have reservations about the second Deontay Wilder fight. That there should be some investigations. I can't give him credit for that, unfortunately, and I won't. Matter of fact, it's not even unfortunately, because to me, he cheated. That's from what I've seen, he cheated, and I think more people should investigate that first. And if he's come out to be totally unscathed, then we can go from there. And then I'll judge him after the third fight with Deontay Wilder. And believe me, we'll be fair with it. But fair is something that everyone should be. It shouldn't just be one side should be fair. And then if the other side has thousands of transgressions, we ignore them. But hey, the other side should still be fair and turn the other cheek. We can't roll like that. That's not fair, right? So let's see what happens going forward. I thought that was very, very interesting. Tyson Fury is considered in some areas already the best British fighter of all time. What y'all think? Doma Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm about here, y'all.